I am finally back and I am finally ready to do this video that I promised a while ago. So I took a couple of notes just to make sure that I cover the basics and what people has been asking me about. And so let's get started. Okay, so the first part is obviously where we started and where we started last time. My first prep, this is my prep for my second show, which is 2016. Where my first show was June 27th of 2015. I prepped for about 12 weeks. I started working with my coach February 15th of 2014. No. Is it 2016? Of 2015. So we started working a couple weeks before we started prep, trying to get to know each other, he was trying to understand where I was like sitting with my calories and my macros. Before I started working with my coach, I was very into fitness. I was already a certified personal trainer. I was not using any type of macros. I wasn't counting macros. I was just making sure that I was eating enough protein. But my carbs and fats were completely non-tracked. Yes. So when I started working with my coach, I was in a very high body fat percentage for a person that wants to compete. My body fat percentage was at 29, which is a little bit high. And my lifts weren't not even close as they are now. I feel like we've made a lot of progress in these. It's almost gonna be a year now. In February 15th, it's gonna be a year working with my coach, and definitely I've seen the difference between between working by myself and working with him. I've learned a lot. I've gone through other certifications which have helped me and my clients not only be able to help them with their workout programs, but also with like nutritional advice. With that being said, so we started at 29% body fat. We worked for those 12 weeks, and my starting weight at that point was 139.9. I remember perfectly. 5'4" for the people that is wondering, and I ended up, my stage weight was about 119, which is 21 pounds difference, sort of, kind of. I came into the show not even lean enough. It was my first time following a specific set of macros day by day, so we just focused on that. I was still pretty happy with the progress I made in those 12 weeks. I decided that I wanted to do these on the long term. I really enjoy competing, even though I didn't place at all. And I wasn't as lean as I needed it, and I didn't have as much muscle as I needed it. I love the challenge of having to work towards something. For the ones that don't know and they're new to this channel, or they don't follow me on Instagram or other social media, I was a tennis player pretty much my whole life, and I was very competitive at a certain point of my life, but once I moved into college, I really slacked on my tennis development. I didn't do as well as I should have, got injured a couple of times, and I just lost that competitiveness, and finding it again for me was something very important. It really make a huge difference, like having a goal to work towards, not just at work but also in my personal life. And my husband, he's a CrossFit athlete, and seeing him work so hard, it really inspired me to do the same, and I decided to go for a bikini competition. So my coach and we made a plan. So we worked since June 27th, when it was my show date, until recently, the end of December, on reverse dieting and trying to put on muscle, lifting heavy. With that being said, yes, I worked with my coach through this whole time. Did I follow the plan 100%? No. This was my first reverse diet. I know about like trying to reverse diet slowly and eating like what they're supposed to eat, but I really slacked tremendously. Not on my lifting. I actually I feel like I did better my lifting. I definitely can lift heavier. I definitely seen some muscle improvement. But when it came to my nutrition, and I think that's my weakest point, I did not follow the plan as I should have. With that being said, when it was time to prep again, in December we decided that we wanted to take a longer prep. My starting weight was 143. Yes, I gained more body fat than I should have. Yes, I could have had a better reverse dieting. And this is when you have to be honest with yourself and be like, okay, is this my coaches not doing their work, or or is it me not following the plan? But clean slate, I decided to, you know what, it was my first competition, my first reverse dieting. You can always go up from here, and that's the mindset that I want to hopefully show in this channel. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress as you go. So it was 143 when we started. My body fat was about 26%, so even though like starting at a better point than my last prep. So with that being said, we started like a smaller cut, not really deficit, but just a little bit of cardio, just trying to get the body ready for that prep mindset, because it's completely different. You will spend a lot of time in the kitchen. It takes more time in the gym, more time planning and all those kind of things. And we decided that when we will hit the 12 weeks out, that's when we will start really feeling the prep. I'm sitting at about 134 pounds, which is like about 9 pounds from where we started, like this slow cut, like slow prep mindset. My body fat, it's between 22 and 21% right now. So I feel great. I feel like we have plenty of time. We have 2 or 3 shows for this season, 2016. And so that's our plan for that. When it comes to diet and cardio, my diet right now, we are trying different things as we go. These few weeks prior to the real prep that started on 12 weeks out, it was more likely to see what works for my body, how I respond better to what. My coach is trying to really utilize the least amount of cutting of calories as possible, and also use cardio just when needed. So we've been doing more cardio some weeks, less cardio another week, and so on and so forth, moving between steady state and HIIT cardio. It really depends on how your body is reacting. Right now we were very low in carbs for the past 3 weeks, and very high in fats, but right now we did a couple of changes that I'm going to start actually tomorrow, which is Monday, January the 18th, with cutting our cardio to half, which is something that obviously, if you feel like you're doing great and then your cardio, you sometimes feel like, is this real? But you need to trust your coach. You just need to follow the plan. You hire them for a reason, so just follow the plan. That's what I tell my clients, just follow the plan. This whole week we added carbs significantly, and even though my weight went a little bit up, I do feel leaner, which is a good thing. So for next week we are, and also I am having something I didn't have my previous prep, that I'm having this prep. It's a refeed every week, regardless of how high or how low my carbs are. The refeeds are on Sundays, and they are usually lower in fats and higher in carbs. So about 150 grams of carbs in my last meal is what my refeed consists of, and protein, and the lowest amount of fat possible. And I feel like that's been fueling my workouts extremely well. So making a comparison, I know that I'm not in peak week or anything like that, so I can't make a huge comparison of the seasons. Once I get to that point, at the finish of the end of my first prep for 2016, I'm gonna make a comparison between the first prep and the second prep. But right now, as we go, things that I can compare, my weight at 12 weeks out, it's lower than when it was at 12 weeks out my previous prep. my amount of muscle, according to the tests that I did, it's higher. My amount, my body fat percentage is lower. So that means that I did put some muscle during my off season, which is great. Now the point is like to keep it as much as we can through the prep. I am lifting heavier. I am having more energy, even though cardio is a little bit higher than last time. And my mindset has changed a lot. So when I started this prep, I was having a lot of trouble keeping my mindset in a positive state, just because I knew that I didn't nail my reverse diet. I knew that I had a lot of setbacks, personal setbacks that I put up on myself when I could have done better. So that all that was just kind of like in my mind the whole time, and I was like, should I really do this? Can I really do this? But if you commit to something, you just have to follow the plan. If you follow the plan 100%, you are gonna be happy with the result, regardless of you winning or not. You might be a little bit disappointed, you might be a little bit sad, but you know in your heart that you did everything that you could, and that's the most important thing when you're going towards a goal. So that's my mindset for this time. I want to give my 100% every single day and see where it takes me. I don't have a problem. I'm gonna have a problem working hard for what I want. It takes 1 year, 2 years, whatever it takes. Sorry, my hair is out of control. I also did an appointment this Wednesday to take care of this hair that it's ridiculously long, and I haven't cut in 3 years, 2 years. Yeah. So that's it for this prep update. I am gonna do weekly updates, even though I don't know if there's a lot of things to cover, because sometimes your weight will go up, sometimes you will look like you didn't make any progress, even though things are changing inside if you are following the plan. But if you have any questions, if you would like any type of like information about my prep, or like if you want to share some things about your prep, I am always happy to listen. You learn from every single person that you interact with, especially if you're on the same journey. But that's it for today. I am going to be uploading a vlog probably twice a week. I am saving money to get a real camera, because now I just film on my iPhone. But I am saving money, guys. I am saving money. I have so many plans for this year besides competing. I am going to the Arnold. I am going to Lane Norton's seminar, which is something that was on my bucket list. I am also going to Canada in August for the Seaways half marathon, which is the Lululemon half marathon, and it's gonna be one hell of an experience. I'm going with 2 friends, so I'm very excited about that. I am also going to the CrossFit regionals this year, just because they're in Ohio again, which is not far from us. It's about 2.5 hours or 3 hours, so that's something I'm very looking forward to. I have so much respect for every single CrossFit athlete. They are literally like, it is so hard, but that's another goal of mine, just really work on learning like the big lifts and increasing my strength. My main goal is not just to be aesthetically fit, but also get stronger. But yeah, so that's it for now, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. I am really trying to do this vlogging thing. I do feel, and I really feel like there's like so much information that I wish I could have access before, and hopefully I am a source of some of the information for you guys. If there's anything that you're expecting on this channel you would like to see, please let me know. I am always open to feedback and any type of advice. Also for updating, uploading, you know, all kinds of like editing of channels, that helps a lot as well. Thank you so much to all that comment on my videos, that like my videos. I really look at those, and I am like extremely grateful. You guys really helped me out to build my channel, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.